Can I bum a death from you? I got a lighter, but
Want to buy a death stick?
No. You want to go home and think your life.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to give me all of your death sticks?
I want to give you all of my death sticks.
See you later, guys.
listen, somebody called me at work yesterday who sounded just like that, and I thought it was a very old woman.
That was a dude, wasn't it?
It was, and he was so gross, but he tricked me so good because I thought he was an old woman who smoked a lot.
Georgie, I'm ordering from the Victoria's Secret. Do you want anything?
Yeah,
All
he
right,
got me.
I need 12 lace panties. Give me the matching bras with that too.
Yeah.
It's gonna look so good.
Yeah, he got me real good. I did hang up on him, and he called me. Well, he called back several times, but I got him again later. And in the call log, I was just like, "This guy called me earlier. I'm hanging up," and then marked it and hung up on him. Man, he got me good though. It's been a while because I'm getting pretty good at being able to tell right away if they're weird or not. But man, he got me good.
Bath and Body Works, we were trained to just let them talk.
Yeah.
Yep, we weren't told to hang up on them at all. Just let them talk.
It's yeah. I mean, what kind of? Wait, did you ever get any harassers?
I didn't.
Oh,
But
yeah. Well,
one person got one. They called and just said,
I had.
"Fuck you." That was it. That's literally all he did. He was like, "Fuck you."
So I was working at a branch one time where so it had like two doors, right? Like one to the street and one to like another area of the building. And somebody was walking through just as like through traffic to get into like, I don't know, the restaurant that's inside of the building or something. So they walking through and, you know, naturally I say good afternoon. And they say, ain't no good afternoon. You can go to hell or something like that. And I'm like, all right. They're right. I was like,
I can go
thanks.
Thanks, bye.
I had a call yesterday where the guy, I don't remember what he was asking for.
This is all bumping behind us.
I know, and it's been going for a long time.
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, welcome to Post Show Bullshit. So, my neighbor, he cleans on Sundays.
Yeah,
And he blasts his music.
just fucking gets down.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love
And it's
him.
all like,
I respect that.
it's
Yeah.
either like today's hip hop or 1970s funk.
Yeah.
And there's very little in between.
Yeah, so I had this guy.
Yeah.
I had this guy yesterday who called, and it was just a super generic, boring call. He was like asking about some items, and but so I do, you know, my little intro, and I guess we're recording, so I can't say it, but I'm like, you know, thank you for calling
Oh, yeah.
the company
if we
I work
mentioned
for.
The company
You
at
didn't.
the beginning, then we got to cut it.
You said at work, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, so I was just like, thank you for calling, blah, blah, blah. My name is Andy. How may I assist you? And so he starts asking me questions about our products. It has a new meaning when you don't know. Anyway.
I want all of your products. I want 6 of your products and the matching other products that go with those
Yeah.
6 products.
But he wasn't weird. I mean, he was. It was like one of those annoying calls where he's asking me questions, but his wife is yelling the questions to him, and then he's asking me. Yeah, so it's already annoying. And then halfway through our call, he goes, "Wait, did you say your name is Andy?" And I was like, "Yes." And then for a split second, I was like, "Do I know him? Is he about to kick my ass over the phone right now?" And then he goes, "Well, that's a man's name." And I was like, "Well, I guess not, because it's my name. Like, I have it." And then he was like, "Well, so you're a woman?" And I was like, wrong in too, honestly. But, you know, it's not time for that conversation over the phone at work where I'm not out. So I was just like, listen, I'm sorry, but that's my name. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. And then he was just so rude to me the rest of the call. So very condescending and just outright rude. And was like not believing the information that he had just believed from me like seconds prior.
Hold on. So
yeah. Just
so
suddenly, I think that, I mean, to be
just
fair,
feel like-
because, you know, I work overnights. So it was late at night, and I was tired. And so I mean, I wasn't super enthusiastic, which usually when I'm enthusiastic, I sound very feminine because I have a high-pitched voice. But, like, when I'm tired, you know, I'm just like, it's just deeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, it's deeper. But I still don't think that I really would ever legitimately be confused for a man over the phone. I mean, clearly, though.
maybe a 12-year-old man.
Yeah. I mean, maybe thought I was just like a very effeminate man. And then he said something.
Listen,
why
this
would
would have
that
been fine
change?
if
I
you were
don't
just
know.
a gay man.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're not.
But I don't know. But then he was just like, but it just switched and it was horrible.
I got nothing against gay people.
And I was
against
so
women,
mad.
ugh.
Yeah, I was really.
I know which one's the lesser evil. That's a joke.
Listen,
Lesser.
Sexism or homophobia? Like, I mean,
listen, they're both better.
they're both better.
They are equally better.
At being awful.
Yeah.
Patrick's the only person on my side here. Yeah, so that was the worst.
Hashtag revolution is now. Hashtag vote for me.
That's why I wanted to preface that one with, okay, this is a joke. So, like,
Yeah, so that happened, and it was upsetting, and I was really mad for like 3 minutes, but then I was really tired
But
too.
did you get them products sold?
What? No, I was so mean to him after that, honestly. Like, if they pull that call, I'm getting in trouble. I was just
feel
mad.
like Andy is not so uncommon.
Well, yeah, because I
That's
said, well, it must not be a man's name because it's my name. And then he goes, like, quiet for a second and goes, okay, my wife just told me it can be a woman's name too. And then I was
So
like, well,
that
then your
guy
wife's
just
fucking
doesn't-
stupid too.
Wait,
so
specific women
Yeah.
he trusts.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just,
He
it was
doesn't
horrible.
trust
It's
anyone
not
but
like
his
you
wife
met
because that's how
somebody
he's been.
he was just backing up at, like, 2 sources and stuff.
It's not like you said thanks for calling. My name is James.
Yeah, I was like,
where
I'm
it's
Jacob, but wait a
almost
minute.
exclusively like one or the other.
It's current year.
It's current year.
Insert current year here. Christian is archaic.
No, I'm just saying, like, just that, like, just people like that are like they're just living in the past. It's 2018.
Right.
Names.
Name your kid anything.
I mean, West,
Well,
Dirt
like,
bike, for
let's,
example.
Southwest,
maybe we shouldn't do
Apple.
Anyway, I think
Not
dirt,
dirt
bike, is
bike.
a
Maybe
perfectly
we shouldn't
acceptable
do
name.
that, though, because, like,
Dirt bike.
Dirt
kid
bike's a
growing up with
girl's
the
name.
kid growing up with the name Dirt Bike.
No.
Anyway, thanks for listening to the last episode of Post Show
So what
Bullshitting.
was your-
Oh yeah, wait, shit, your
your
story
old
about being
person
old. You didn't tell us yet.
Man, I
Now
almost
you gotta
got.
tell it on the air.
Okay,
We're
so
live right now.
This is actually the
I-
only part we're gonna cut everything else but this.
Yeah, there you go.
Just in case we mention company names.
right.
Gotta
Listen,
start
I'm a
in good
very
place.
old man now, and
You're a very old man now.
yeah,
Did
Well,
you yell
because-
at
I
us to
feel,
okay.
get off
I feel the
line?
weight of
No.
society on me too. So
yeah.
I knew it. Your name's
No.
Andy, so you're an
Old
guy.
man.
Yeah.
So I guess, okay, there are 2 parts of this that made me feel old. One is when I used to wear business casual clothing casually, it was kind of like ironic and quirky. But now even when I wear business casual clothing ironically, like for an inappropriate situation to wear that style of clothing, it just looks appropriate on me, like I'm going to work. Right? It's not quirky and cute anymore. It looks like that's how I'm supposed to be dressing. So that
Like
hit
an
me kind of
adult.
hard.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Because I was wearing clothes like that for no reason. I was like, you know what I mean? I was just like, this is how I feel today. Instead of looking, yeah, oot and a boop. And so the second part of the story is that these fucking teenagers that smoke in our backyard, like smoke
Like,
cigarettes or whatever.
They're
yeah.
not even cool
Well,
kids.
so they live in like, our apartment is shaped like an L, right? And so the apartments that are like on the other leg of the L,
Yeah.
because we have townhouses and they have apartments, so they live in there. And so they were kind of, I can't describe the backyard very well, but basically they were in a spot clearly trying to hide from their parents over on that little like jungle gym thing,
Sure.
smoking cigarettes, right? And so I walk outside and see them and was honestly just watching them because it was a little late and they were bigger than me, and I was like, oh, they could definitely,
yeah,
they could
fuck
overpower
up.
me, right? And so I'm like watching them like to make sure they don't do anything
The
weird.
implication.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm watching them to make sure they don't do anything weird while I'm walking to my car, and they see me and take the fuck off. They're like, let's go. And they start running and they're freaking out, and it's clearly me, an adult, seeing them smoking cigarettes. Like they thought I was some kind of fucking authority
Narc.
figure.
You're a narc, man.
Yeah.
Andy's a narc.
Yeah. Like
You're
I'm
your
an authority
folks.
figure who was about to tell them off for smoking cigarettes. And I literally, I've seen them out there so many times before, dressed differently, and like they didn't have that reaction. And so it's just very clear that I'm not young and cute anymore. I'm an adult.
I think in their mind there was a very definable point where you became a narc.
Yeah. And it was when I walked outside and like a,
business casual attire, narc.
yeah.
Are
It was
you a
just,
cop?
it was really
Are you
embarrassing.
are you a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
You have to legally have to tell me if you're.
If I learned anything from Brian K. Vaughan's The Runaways, never trust anybody over the age of 18.
Because they're probably in some weird death cult.
Yeah.
Sorry, fam. It's just life.
I just thought I would be older before I felt old,
No.
No.
but no.
I like to do
How
that all
old
the
are you
time though because I'll talk shit about being. Because I'm
29.
Like, inexplicably. older.
I really did try to convince some people at work that I was over 30, and I couldn't. But
Well, it's okay.
You know what you
I got
do?
19 once.
Just bring up Sex in the City and say I'm such a Samantha, and then you're over 30.
I don't know what that means. I would say it in the wrong context.
All the context is the wrong.
I don't understand that, and I'm not going to answer it.
I don't know. I just feel like that's.
I'm
a
such
show
a
that
Samantha.
people over-
Which one's Samantha?
I don't.
I want to be the
Sarah
blonde
Jessica
one.
Parker, who knows?
No, I want to be the blonde one that like never settles down and just sleeps with a lot of people.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
No.
No,
Ally
No.
McBeal.
I don't know.
That's a completely different show.
Damn
That's what
you.
Oh, I don't know.
Sex in
Anyway.
the city.
Have you guys had that?
Sex in the City. Yeah.
Like the drink?
The defining moment where you're like, oh, I'm an adult. Or
Yes.
people think I am. I'm not an adult
well,
for sure.
The fact that teenagers address me as sir kind of pisses me off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the people I work with. Are
Samantha is the one that
Oh.
is the one that sleeps with.
Oh, she is? Oh, I am such a Samantha then.
That's the thing. I
No.
do that a lot, though, 'cause
However,
it's
if I had to be anybody or with anybody, I picked Kirsten Davis's character, Charlotte. She was hot.
Yeah, but wasn't she? I don't know.
She was the brunette,
Okay.
and then you had Cynthia Nixon was the pixie cut, and then Sarah Jessica Parker was Carrie.
Carrie.
Carrie. Yeah, that's
Carrie.
right, because she was named after a horror film.
What? I don't think that's true.
Who knows? But
I've
like,
never
she
watched
might
it, so I
have
couldn't
her
tell
name.
you.
before the movie. And
Wait.
book,
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so thanks for listening to the last episode of Post Show Bullshit.
No, I did have one thing I wanted to say real quick because it reminded me like, when you're doing the Andrew Garfield thing.
Yeah.
It reminded me of this story that I heard a long time ago that was fucking hilarious. It was the story of the only surgery with a 300% mortality rate.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So, all right, so there's this surgeon back in the early 1800s, I think, named Robert Liston, I think is his name.
Okay.
Who actually, by all, in all fairness, was a really good surgeon, but he had some difficulty once where
Sure.
he was with his assistant. They were amputating a guy's leg, and there was an older physician there who was just observing. He is amputating the leg, amputates too high, cuts with his assistant's hand with the saw by accident, and accidentally brushes the guy observing. It doesn't actually cut him, but so some of the blood splashes on the guy. He feels the contact made, thinks he's been cut, dies of a heart attack. The assistant, apparently the tools were not sterilized properly, gets infected and dies. And the patient gets infected and dies. 300% mortality rate.
That's incredible. The worst surgeon ever of all time.
Except he's actually a good.
See,
Apparently a good
here's the thing,
surgeon.
though. He just went crazy, and that was the medical report.
There were no witnesses. And
Who was
survivors, so-
who was
He's
the
like,
attending physician? Who's the physician that's going to do the autopsy on all three of those bodies? Probably him. Like
Yeah.
perfect
But, like,
case.
Yeah, but he was actually pretty well known back in the day for like being able to quickly and efficiently amputate, and he got rid of like massive tumors.
The
on
gut
people,
slinger.
all kinds of stuff. Like he could amputate a leg in less than 2 minutes back in the day.
That's
Wow.
some really nice sauce. Because
Yeah.
you got to cut the flesh up like a butterfly, peel it back.
No.
Cut
you
the
just took a
bone.
chainsaw.
Uh,
Yeah, they weren't invented yet.
are you sliding me a meme?
No, a chainsaw. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening to the last episode of Post Show Bullshit. You got some bonus history content in there today, too.
What
so
up?
that's
You're
pretty cool.
welcome,
Yeah.
internet.
We didn't even talk about Matthew McConaughey's accent, I don't think.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah. So
We'll get there eventually.
anyway, listen. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Follow us on the internet. Bye.